everyone, Eugene Fedorowski coming at you live from Brooklyn, New York. Happy Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. It is Wednesday. Okay, so today I want to talk to you guys about the difference between passive and linear income. Passive is also known as residual, and which one should you focus on? So ever since we were little, most of us have been taught about linear income. Linear income is where you have a job, you work a certain amount of hours, and you get paid per hour, or salary for the most part, and you work more. Let's say you make $20 an hour. You work 50 hours a week, you get $1,000 at the end of that week. Very simple. You work 55 hours a week, you get $100 more. So the correlation between how much you make is equivalent to how many hours you put in. Now this is a very easy concept to understand because that's money showing up in your pocket at the end of the week or at the end of 2 weeks, depending how your pay cycle is. And that is something that we are ingrained on in our brains from when we were young. So for example, I think I heard Cedric Harris mention this, is that when we were in first grade, we went to school for 8 hours a day. We would come home, do homework. Then we got to junior high school, 8 hours a day, come home, do homework. Then we go to high school, 8 hours a day, come home, do homework. Then we get to college, same, pretty much 8 hours a day or 9 hours a day, whatever it is. And then when we're done, we're conditioned all this time, which is like, what, 20-something years, to work or be somewhere for a block of time, which is 8 hours a day. So no wonder everyone gets a job, because we're conditioned to it. It's more comfortable for us because we're used to it. So what exactly is passive income, also known as residual income? Well, what that is where you work for a certain amount of time. You don't necessarily see the results right away, but what you do get at some point is the money coming in without you giving the same level of work or even no work at all. So let me give you an example of that. Now, an entrepreneur who starts his own business may work a lot of hours in the beginning and not get a return on his investment in the beginning. But at some point, if his business is successful, he will be making money, and if the business is structured properly, he'll be making that money whether he's in that business or not, if he has proper managers or proper systems in place. So another way is network marketing. And what's so special about network marketing? Well, when you start, a lot of times you may not see results right away. It does take time for results to show up, because what you're doing is when you're speaking with different prospects and different people to see if your business is a fit for them or not, you're planting seeds. And now any farmer will probably tell you, you cannot reap what you sow right away. You can't place a seed in the ground and then go the next day and expect a tree to grow out of it. It takes time. So that's the same thing that it takes time with residual income. Yes, you may have to cultivate it. You have to wet the ground. But at some point, a beautiful tree will blossom if you're planting a tree or a bush or whatever it is that you're planting. So same thing here with business. Your network marketing business, you may be putting in the hours in the beginning, or you may be investing your money in the beginning, and you may not be seeing the results right away. And this is especially difficult for those of us who've been working for a while, because we are conditioned to work a certain amount of hours, get paid for the certain amount of hours. So here, we're working 20 hours in our business, but we're not getting paid for 20 hours in the business. Well, guess what? At some point, you'll get paid double, triple, quadruple, whatever it is more than you would be paying if you would be getting paid if this was a linear income. And then if you go back and you take the sum of money that you made over that time, over the whole span of time, and you divide it out, you see that you were making a lot. So that's my tip for the day. focus on getting residual or passive income. Focus on building an empire so that that empire works for you. Now, if I'm not saying that if you're building enough residual income, you have to walk away from doing what it is you love. For example, I love network marketing, and I don't see myself sitting on the beach while the money is flying into my bank account forever. Yeah, it's nice to do it when I go on vacations, when I go to mastermind retreats or things like that. It's nice to come home and know that there's money coming into my account whether I'm actively working the business or not. But at the same time, that's not a requirement for me to quit at some point. So it's one more quick tip is that I just realized is that residual income can work together concurrently with linear income. So while you're working at your job and that job pays your bills, work on your source of passive income, whether that's a network marketing business or not. Work on that source so that at some point, instead of them being together, your passive income will be bringing you enough money so that way you can walk away from the linear income. Now, I'm not saying jobs are bad, but passive income is significantly better. I hope that helped you. If it did, please like, comment, and share. I'm fairly certain that this message can be very productive for a lot of people who don't know the difference between passive and residual income. And you feel free to reach out to me privately if you have any ideas or any topics that you want me to discuss in a future video. I'll be more than happy to entertain them. With that said, have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.